Hello everyone and welcome back to Jam Plays Daily Valhalla. It is December 23rd in game and December 23rd when uploading this, so let's get into this. Also some notes from last stream. I forgot to save the end of yesterday's stream, so I had to go back and quickly do it all in the same orders again. I gotta get better at that, to be honest with you. Gotta get better at saving, but also I did adjust some of the volume settings since last stream because I noticed I peaked my microphone a lot on some of the previous streams, particularly the incident with Lenore. I peaked quite a bit, although I was actually trying to shout there, so that makes sense. So I adjusted my mic volume a little bit. Hopefully that'll help. But anyways, yes, apologies to your eardrums if I was blowing out, peaking the mic earlier too much. Your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have the... Jill wants us to get in the holiday mood. Buying a mega Christmas tree will prevent her from being distracted. I think that was expensive. Hold on. Who was that Lilum? A very good friend. Oh right, because yeah, Dorothy was here last night. For like emotional support and stuff. Ugh, that is a lot, but we will have enough for the electricity bill, so I guess we'll get it. Just please don't ask me to get the replica toy Turing. My goodness. Oh yeah, look, we got a little tree now. Alright, no updates there. Monster Girlfriend Shirari. Can't stop playing this game. Gorgeous graphics, innovative and addictive battle system, fun dating minigames, cute girls. That fucking music. Is this the goat? Dunno. Do you like the goat girl? I'm going to marry a goat. It's an alright game, 8 out of 10 at most. Shit game. No, it's a shitty game for idiot waifu lots like you. I wish the waifu equals bad game meme would die. It's not a stupid game. It's a stupid game pandering to idiots. What's there to discuss? Are we being rated by normies? Normies, fuck off. Fun things are fun. You're not allowed to have fun with video games. It's not average video game Reddit discourse. Sounds fun. It's for nerds. So it would be perfect for you then, Jill. Lilum receiving mysterious messages by Lana Smithy. Halloween was back in October, but this terrifying tale didn't become popular until now. Reports say that Lilum across the city have been receiving strange transmissions, with messages that are confusing at best and threatening at worst. The contents are not clear, as most of the Lilum can't remember exactly what they heard. The most mysterious thing of all is perhaps the fact that the Lilum could not record any of these messages while they were broadcasted. It's almost as if something had blocked the Lilum from doing so. While we have nothing but anecdotal proof, even among our own Lilum, the mystery behind these messages is one we should be paying attention to. So the Lilums just got their own Candle Cove creepypasta incident, alright. Spooky. Or a bluff. Is Kiramiki the biggest pop idol in history? The world at large is still coming to terms with the idea of the Lilum being so quickly integrated into our society. Some say they can't be treated as human because they're immortal, and as such cannot really understand what it's like to be alive. But most of the Kiramiki fandom would disagree. Anti-Lilum people are insane. To me, Miki knows more about life than I do, and I'm older than this damn city. Richard Show 55 told the Augment died during a fan gathering. I'm with Richard, added Nacho6. I may be a dog, but I'm utterly fascinated with the way she writes about things in her blog. She's impressed by everything, and nobody really knows what life's about anyways. Nacho? Dog? Don't tell me. Oh wait, is it the part-timer? Quincy studies the possibility of allowing imports. Glitch City is one of the few places on Earth that's strictly self-sufficient, with an import rate of only 0.8%. However, that might change due to recent shortages across the city. Prime Minister Quincy revealed this morning that the government plans to have a more relaxed policy for importers. We don't lift the currency control, but we can provide them foreign currency at a low fixed rate. That way we can secure essential items at affordable prices, Quincy told AE. Some experts say that private companies are no longer working at full capacity, which is unsurprising news given that the Quincy government has seized most of them, resulting in the shortage crisis in the first place. So we decide to not steal all of the city's funds? Good. There's an American economy joke in there somewhere, I'm sure. Alright, let's go to work. Evening? Ah, hey. How are you feeling? A little more soft. And warm. Alrighty. Come again? I love Gillian's sus face here. Just like, bro, what you on about? You heard me. So, on a scale from steaming pile of shit to just sad, where are you? A sad pile of shit. I still hate myself, I'm still sad as hell, but how to put it, the noise stopped. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta, kinda. So, how were things last night? Cozy, I must admit. Can't believe you paid Dorothy for that. Well, if you want to call that payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you and she was really concerned. She stuttered for a second, saying that she had the whole night to go and she couldn't just leave for free. I asked her how much and she said, enough to pay for this soda I'm having is fine. How did you get her number? Actually, yeah, that's a good question. I have contacts. Alright. Okay, good for Dana, I guess. Right. Anyways, Jill, if you need a second break, a drink, or a hug, just let me know, you hear? Thanks. I'll make you the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the last thing you want. If you need a bartender, let me know, though. Nice to know. Anyways, we have work to do. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Heh, it's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, it's you guys. Hey, be more respectful! I brought my boss here! Aren't you a part-timer here or something? My other boss! You're talking to the great Nacho Tumbleweed Jr. Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet. Shit. So, what brings you here today? I wanted to see the place my best soldier is working at. Soldier? Wait, aren't you the dog I served last Monday? Oh, it's you, Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me you were working for Dana? No, that's not Dana, that's just Jay. So I'm guessing you're part of this whole Fura thing? Part of it? I founded it. Humans have the best intentions, but they just don't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here, we can take in any dog without a place in this world. We created our own heaven on Earth. And do you take corgis only? Do I look like one of those Seafar bitches? Of course not. I'd include other animals, but sadly I can only take care of those who are of the same species as I. Sadly, the thing is, I take him more seriously, but it's a talking corgi with an eye patch. Apparently a translucent one. You can see his... I feel like you can see his upper eye through the patch. Will you get anything? I'm fine. What about you, boss? Manly stuff. You sure? Did I stutter? Alright. Alright, let's just suplex the dog. Can we get a dog drunk? What would that even look like? Also, I already, even though I just improvised it, I already love the voice I gave to Nacho. Here. Yes, this is just what I wanted. This tastes worse than my own butt. Hey, you asked for it. This is a really nice place, you know? You picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks. Does he really get paid? Your efforts to keep Sierra afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better. I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can Boss really afford that? Jill must have like severe ADD or something. Because there have been multiple moments where she just starts thinking about literally anything else. We have more urgent matters at hand, though, like the fact that we don't have enough balls for everyone. Can't they just share the ones we have? You fool! Every dog has a right to have his own ball. If we can't provide even that, then what's the point of even trying? Wait, don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck and is spending all of her money like water. I mean, what with the bar closing and all that? But many have enjoyed the boxes more than they do the balls. That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper? A box of balls or a box of boxes? Are there boxes of boxes? Of course there are. How do you think they ship boxes? Tied together? Tied together? Don't be silly. Well, she's paying him straight from her pocket. Boss is that kind of woman. This world is filled with all sorts of reclusive madness, you know? Doctors consult doctors, boxes come in boxes, bottles come in bottles. Ooh, as expected from you, boss. Wait, that theory only works assuming she's actually paying him with money. For all I know, she might be paying him with steaks. So tomorrow you're gonna check for people selling boxes, you hear? Sir, yes sir! Except that to boss, a good steak is more valuable than money. Wait, what if they come with foil? Russ and Strauss had to be taken to the vet because he ate the foil a piece of cheese came in. Curses! You're right. We'll need a contingency plan. Besides, boss is not one to scam people, let alone a dog. I hope you guys are following these two conversations here, because I sure as heck ain't. Sorry for the voice crack there. But, like, I wonder if we can strike a deal with the vet those Seafar bastards have. She's always so nice with us. I know, her smile is so cute, too. So it's better that we vet for a vet? Yes, put that on the list. Ah, Nacho. Oh yeah, forgot you knew the dog. Are you staying for a while? I was just passing by. I've got some errands to run. Great. Gil can go with you. I can? You will. What did Gil do? I'll still get paid for today, right? That depends on Nacho's evaluation. Alright, Greenhorn, let's get going. Oh, I'm paying him anyways, by the way. Just wanted to mess around with him. No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that? He looked like he needed to take a good break, and he's just the kind to just not accept such a thing. With Nacho, he'd have something to do, and he'd be away from the bar for a bit. Take a break? Has he even served any customers yet? When you put it that way. Anyways, I'm going back to my office. Your boss sure is nice. Glad I'm working with her too. Yeah. So, you having anything? Actually, I'm just going to go sit there and be on standby. Await orders. Okay. Shit, I missed the chance to ask how or even if he even gets paid with money. Oh right, it's Friday. I like how Betty and Deal have like a regular schedule that they show up. Man, I sure need to get wasted. I fail to see how getting wasted will make you feel better. Shiba! For fuck's sake, you piece of scrap. We just got out of a building full of dogs. But this one has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. Hey there, robot! And he talks. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey, Jill. Give me a beer, will you? Gotcha. Does Jill want anything? Okay, a roll. Sir, yes, sir! So cute. He's fine. Just a beer, then. Friday after work isn't just a beer, though. It's the beer. Can't argue with that. I could make it big for the heck of it. I say yes. Here, let's make it special. Yeah! Cheers! Hey Jill, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. Well, not really, because I didn't buy the can of beer a couple days ago. I had this friend back in high school who made some pretty nice crafts with them. Still in contact with him if you're interested. No thanks. The last thing I need right now is more crap taking space, which is why I bought a giant mega Christmas tree earlier today. So, how are things up at Dogtown? Well, that Laura girl is stirring things up for better or for worse. For worse? She's, like a rabbit. An overly politically correct rabbit. Rabbit? Never had a pet rabbit? They're a nervous mess that gets startled over the littlest of things. Never had a pet rabbit, but everything I've seen about rabbits, confirms this claim. And this girl is on the constant lookout, scared of saying something that might irk someone. It doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with, even. There's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together and holy shit! Poor girl can't speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl, and it's sweet that she tries so hard not to offend anyone. But seriously, she tries too hard. You don't help either. You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance. Yeah, well, just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit. It raises up the question of whether she's really like that, or if you're the one making her wary of anything she says. Well, why don't we test that? How? You go out with her. Why? To test if it's really me who makes her like that. It's not like you can say no, you know? I mean, it's my honor that's on the line here. I want to prove you're only talking shit about me. Even if you were right, you have quite the fixation on that girl. She's fun. Fun how? She actually reacts when I tease her. You take it in your stride, but she actually gets You're taking your stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and then gets uncomfortable. How is that any good? She's cute, and her reactions are cute. But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get used to you. You know, like me. Shit, you're right. I must save my teasing for when the moment is just right then. No, that's not the problem. It is for me. Honestly, just playing through this game just for the sake of just doing this video series has made me realize that Betty might low-key be one of my favorite characters in this game. I didn't really think much of her prior to this, but just playing through it just this stream, especially with the prologue at the beginning, I think Betty might be my new favorite character. I might actually like her more than Stella. It's close, but... What are you doing here? What about the dog? He said he had to go out. By the way, he said his name was... Hey, this Laura girl. Do you guys get along? Okay, so we're just refusing to confirm what Rad Sheepa's name actually is. How would you know? Get along with her as coworkers at the very least. What kind of girl is she? Aside from the whole politically correct rabbit thing. Slow. She's the kind that does things so carefully that she does them really, really slowly. Really, really slowly. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving. She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building, though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she there, then? Because she likes dogs. And that's why I insist that you two would make a fine couple. That's a really superficial statement. It's like saying you'd be fine with someone because you're both women. Okay, bad example. May I say something? By all means. If that Laura girl is really as bland as you claim her to be, wouldn't she be better off with a more assertive person, more assertive partner? Yo, piece of scrap, she's totally calling you a pussy. She's right, though. Sharing interests and being compatible are totally different things. But then you'd be underestimating the power of love. The power of love. Dio's just gonna start riding out here on a skateboard, holding onto the backs of like pickup trucks from the 80s. Don't need money, don't need fame. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people for better or for worse. Who knows? Maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her. Or she'll drive me nuts. I guess that's a possibility too. Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting together? Because she's like a cute rabbit. Though someone might try to eat her out there. It'd be a lot easier to keep her in my sight. So in short, your motherly instincts arose because of Laura. Why not see if she likes you and... You already tried to hit on her, didn't you? You made me sound like some skirt chaser. She's not into girls. How did you find out? I asked her directly. Well, confidence. Give her that. Of course you did. She seemed, giddy afterwards, though. I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. It was weird. Okay, enough Laura for a night. That, refrain from using any "that's what you said last night" jokes or variations thereof, please. Party pooper. Let's get a drink then. Sounds good. Deal hasn't even gotten a single drink yet. I'll have a Bloom Light, please. Give me a Fringe Weaver. Oh gosh, a double beer and a Fringe Weaver? Something tells me that, Betty is not going to be sober by the end of this interaction. Here you go. I wonder why it's called a bloom light. Seems it was first developed at some video games event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Said attendees were, of course, part of some big games company. Seems that company always used too much bloom lighting, so the bartender literally made them drink all the bloom. Were these, the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD devs? So it's not called that because it glows in the dark? Not this one, no. So are they saying it's not called that because it's called the upper thing? So wait, are they saying this actually is Jill saying this one isn't called that because it glows in the dark, or is she saying this one doesn't glow in the dark? Because the statement does not discount the possibility that the bloom light also glows in the dark, which raises interesting implications. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of relationship, Jill? In more ways than one, I get. Oh yeah, accidental bad timing of Betty to ask this. Would you say for better or for worse? I guess for the better. I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Oh, thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Pretty annoying when I think back to it. That you were one of those kinds of people. And for me, sometimes I think I became more, what's the word? Cynical, jaded, bitter, tired of the crap this world and everyone in it throws on a daily basis? Hey, I'm just quoting you. But yeah, I think I became all that because of this one girlfriend I had in college. She got me into the whole activism thing in the first place. How is that bad? We'd all go and protest. We'd start all kinds of movements to see things change. I never got into the whole thing. But whenever I want to get more serious, I find myself coming up against a wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found out pretty fast that most of them were just in the whole thing because of some shitty fad. And not because they actually believed in whatever movement they were championing. So I moved from that group to group, only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not in it because of passive fad, they were of the dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit was greatly diminished after all that. So it wasn't so much the person you had a relationship with, but rather other people. You seriously never thought about it that way? Betty screwed up! Uh-oh! Ruh-roh, Raggy. You need to stop putting the blame for what you do on past relationships. Whatever. Where's the other guy, by the way? He had to escort one of the dogs outside. Figures. Oh yeah, the one that was here asked if you were the nice vet lady that works at Seafar Toy Company. I suppose he's interested in talking to you or something. Why didn't he do it then? I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you? The pay from the dogs isn't enough to keep up the mounting debts. I don't know how you do it. It's hard to believe dogs pay you at all. This is coming from someone working at a place that pays a dog for doing fuck all. Or at least I think we're paying him. I'm not completely certain we do. We get anything else? Well... we're fine, but we have to get up early tomorrow, and by we, I really mean her. She got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another had to go to a picnic with a hangover story. Fine. Let's go then. See ya, Jill. Bye. Please come again. Man, you're such a party pooper. You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Boss, I'll take my break. Call me if someone comes. Alright. I don't know what it is about doing like Deal's voice specifically, but doing like the Alan Red impression from Smiling Friends, but it always dries out my throat way more than the other voices do. There we go, that's better. Just interesting to think about. Anyways, though, thankfully it is now safe to keep playing. The warning for this area has been lifted, and we can now continue. No dogs in sight. We'll add a new song into the mix. Okay then, back to work. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey there, Alma. She seems down. Maybe there's something I could give her to cheer her up. Let's try to cheer Alma up. She might like classy drinks, but what she really likes... Right, she likes, I believe, brantinis? That's what cheers her up? Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to think of if there's any other drink she likes, but no, I'm pretty sure it's Brantini because they made the whole martini joke at day one. Again, this is part of the game where it benefits if you remember what your clients like and don't like. Hey. And this? It's on me. Drink, so you at least change your expression. Why not just say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? So, how is it? A Brantini, so you do pay attention to what I ask for. You have quite the fixation with Brantinis. To be honest, they suit you. Hey, wanna hear a silly story? Always. When I turned 21, my dad and I went to a bar and celebrate, just him and I. He told me to dress well enough that he looked like my sugar daddy. It was a fun night. We pretended at times we were dating. We made sure to blow off some steam about my mom. And then the highlight was him ordering a Brantini for me. I've had plenty of drinks and gotten wasted many times since I was 15. Oh no. Oh dear. But that drink was different. It wasn't about getting drunk. The drink itself was the pleasure. He too said they suited me somehow. Oh? Ever since that day, he's called me Brantini Girl from time to time. Your dad sounds like a cool guy. You should meet him sometime. So, why are you deflating? Deflating? When I get sad and start sighing, not sad and start sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So, what is it? Was it the news about people dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom? Nah, that is old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Hey Joe, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam. Silly Alma, I've been feeling like utter shit the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So go ahead, unwind all your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so, remember my sister Diana? The one that separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something? Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then. More specifically, that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Didn't Alma just get a ride from... Okay, hold on. In an earlier day, didn't she say that she was still on good terms with the husband and that the husband was giving her a ride? Okay. Alright then. Moving on. Oh. However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. I mean that. She never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. Huh. So, what does this fully capable woman do a couple of weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course. What? Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights and then left. Well... Huh. You acted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. So she's broke and can't even get enough for a bus. Even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. It was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such sweet angels, they've made a mess out of the whole place. Bernardo and Eva are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some peace. It doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So we're in the car and she asks me how her kids are. And of course, after all the built-up tension, I just exploded. First, I started ranting about how her kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. I start scolding her about not taking responsibility, about how not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all those escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slutty skank. I don't have kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I'm pretty much raised even Bernardo, and they've turned out pretty damn well. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore. I love the extra reaction image here. Ah! Damn. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family and I put them above all else. But Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Any way I can help? You just did? Huh? I know what I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members. I can't tell my mom, your daughter is a slut. I mean, not with that attitude, you can't. I just needed to get all of this off my chest, you know? Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. Nah, all you see here is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender is my dad, actually. Kidding, kidding. There's so many lines in this game that just make you go, huh? I think I've probably done like a double take at... Despite the fact I've played this game 4 or 5 times, I've probably done a double take at some of these lines like 4 or 5 times per stream. I mean, it's possible I haven't even seen some of them again because of like the multiple routes and stuff, but still. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs gene was Ava. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. This can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. Poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sisters still look quite young. When menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Bill? Good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had problems with that. Oh, I see. Something tells me that Jill's family is actually more interesting than it is, but she insists on talking about it in the most boring way possible. I guess because I think she doesn't like talking about her family. That's my running theory. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out? If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her, somehow. Actually, what worries me is, what if I end up like that too? How so? If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that? If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. You said before that you pretty much married the guy after a couple of months, right? Yeah. No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it'll be because he passed your irrational standards. Hey, am I lying? No, but there are things best kept as unspoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when the time comes. I sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Give me something with ice, but alcoholic, please. Yeah, man has ice. Here you go. Thanks. I needed to cool down a bit. That's why I'm here. So, you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why? Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on! You heard my problems. I want to help you too. Don't worry too much. Right, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You want to come? Oh, right, yeah. Sure, something tells me this mega Christmas is going to be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken? Favorite part? I guess I like legs the most. Chicken legs are underrated. Honestly, I prefer legs to wings, I think. Really? I like the breast better. Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have a better texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs, and a lot less messy. You silly girls! Dana just hears the word chicken and is immediately summoned. Boss? They're talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows the best parts are the wings. Again, heavily disagree, Dana. Wings aren't bad, but they are very overrated. Boss, what's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where did you get spicy chicken wings? From a spicy chicken. You know, spicy chicken, shop 2 blocks from here. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Good point. Well, because... Thought as much. Yo, Armtridge. Alma. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up. But to be cooked otherwise? Great, I expect you here Sunday at 8 p.m. Thanks. Anyways, I'll be back to my office. She left the bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Okay, just Beth. Well, alright. Oh, mild spice. Nice. Weird. Maybe she got a mixed up order and that's why she left them here. Yeah, I get the feeling Dana would like the spiciest humanly possible food. She usually orders stronger stuff? I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them. Oh. Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. That's no good. Do you like them buff? What about tall? No tattoos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. What about you? I like them well dressed. They go out in iron shirts and well-coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscle is always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. So, can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turned out to be spicy. What do I get you? Anything, as long as it helps clear the spiciness in my mouth. Okay. Like, per se, rum? Anytime Alma is not specific with what she wants, I'm just gonna give her rum because she hates it so much. Wait a second. Don't they have spicy drinks? Oh, they do. Oh, they do. Let's get her a Mars Blast, chat. Question of the day, chat, I guess. How spicy do you like your, chicken wings and, spicy foods in general? Do you have a high tolerance for spice, low tolerance? Let me know. Here you go. Jill, I'm this close to throwing it in your face. Mission accomplished then. Oh, she actually does react to it. Alright, so, next question. What kind of girl do you like? You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but no, I prefer men in my bed. Now you. Shit, just calm. I'm gonna guess that the types of girls she likes are girls that look like Alma. I guess I like girls with light-colored hair. Light-colored hair? Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. What about white? Like your boss? You were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just that when she got here with a bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. Just don't like teasing you. So, light-colored hair. What about blondes? Do you like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls too and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, and a good apartment? I would never let you go. Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you were feeling shitty these last days? What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill, you've heard my poem so many times. Now I want to help you. Come on, come here. Eh? I told you to sit here, come on. What? What are you... Ladies and gentlemen, here's the official sprite for Jill Stingray. You actually get to see her from... We are currently now in Alma's perspective, looking at Jill. This is honestly one of the coolest moments in the game for me. I think this happens regardless of what decisions you make. This scene always happens coming up, so... Yeah, so like Jill actually gets, like, you don't just see Jill like in backgrounds and stuff, we actually get to interact with her like she's a customer for a bit too. It's actually kind of neat. What are you... Alright then, now I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly. The bartending section only works with me. I see. Okay then. I move this here, click here, and... I just remembered that a lot of people have complained that that scene should have an epilepsy warning, just because of like the flashing lights of Alma hacking into the system, so... I'm going to go back and post-editing and add a warning there, so if you are currently doing the Simpsons watching the Pokemon episode thing where you're flopping on the ground, I apologize in advance. Move this here, click here, and now it works for you, for me, and that dog in a Hawaiian shirt. I'm with him too. He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right, and how did you even manage to... Oh yeah, hacker, right. Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why? Pretty sure this is highly against, like, BTC protocol, guys, but okay. It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay, it's something that goes back to my college years. Whoa, that's taking it way back. Back in compulsory education. Who calls it compulsory education, Jill, you nerd? Back in compulsory education. I never made too much of an effort, but I always managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. And then, of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave more credits. I really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too. Oh ho ho. We started going out. I met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink. Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. There was no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. Ah, a sugar rush then. You can't mess that up. Right. Jill asked for a sugar... Oh right, that was reading Alma's thoughts. Jill asked for a sugar rush. Now, how did this thing work again? Yeah, because the other surreal thing of this game is that we're technically... We watch the entire scene from Jill's eyes normally. We're technically watching from Alma's right now, so... Also, I like how Alma's name is like copy-pasted over here, like, welcome back, Alma. Do we fill Jill with optional carbitrine? Yeah, we'll give her a decent amount. Here. Also, who's paying for the drinks in this scenario? Thanks. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a sugar rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know? People don't go to bars for cuteness, though. You've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So keep telling me the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session, investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear of public speaking? I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all. All I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that. So I was just standing there, and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I had only gone through the motions, day after day, from high school to graduating. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. At that point, I stopped. I realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I had all of my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spend life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, or when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things developed pretty quickly. She said one too many things, I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of her house, and I broke a vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just because it's... Well, now that makes me sad. Huh? The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection. A heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. And I just can't stop thinking about it. Wondering if me being there would have made a difference. If it's true that she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we were together? I don't know. I just feel like all kinds of failure. Chill. To make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yes, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid for fuck's sake. She lost her sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride? Fear? Stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I've lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly forever. I'm such a piece of shit. A selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Poor Alma's just befuddled at this point. Yo, boob tender. And then the attention is immediately cut. Yes? Can you get me a big beer here? Coming right up. big beer, big beer, big beer. What makes a beer big in this thing? Imagine if you're in Alma's position where you had to hear that story and then the person Trisha says story wants you to make a complicated drink that you've never made before. Oh right, she wanted a big beer. Serve. Big beer for Jill. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of BTC issued liver. Oh my goodness! Is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Ooh. Why did they issue a mandatory liver implant though? Or an optional one for that matter, if that's what it is. Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. So, just like you're behaving right now. Shut up, I was worse. Can't picture that. Don't. It's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. I will say as an aside, I've been complimenting the sprites throughout this game. I do like Jill's just default smiling expression. One time, I saw her going from talking about video games to talking about sports. All that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person, I just wanted to apologize. And now... You know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh? Back when I was thinking what the hell to do with my life, I remembered a night we spent in a club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said, if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh. Interesting. Are you okay? There's some value of okay, yeah. It's just... I wanted to thank you, Alma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to tell all this to you. Tell all this to. And you were the one. You volunteered yourself, you insisted on listening to me. You stood there listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person. I'm not one to sprout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Aww. Jill, are you dying? Shut up! I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here! Sorry, it's just... It's weird for you to get so... sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never, and I mean never, want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost, and if it means breaking character once in a while, so be it. You know, I kind of do feel like that, like, just always making sure you end any conversation you have with someone on good terms, in case you never see them again. That is a definite, like, fear that can happen sometimes. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. If I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. Hate it, hate it. That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here, I'm on duty, you know? Fine. It's almost closing time anyways. And now we're back to playing Jill. It was fun while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah? I mean it, you know? Thanks for everything today. Silly Jill, you listen to my problems and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget, did you ever talk all about this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. That Alma girl sure is nice. Boss, did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? Look happier. That's always good. Anyways, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Jill tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss. About those chicken wings. Fucking idiots with the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we don't have enough spices for your order till tomorrow, they said. So the thing that almost killed Alma was not spicy enough for Dana. Is that how they treat their regulars? We'll call them manager. Boss? And there we go. Well, that was a longer day. Oh, we made a mistake. I'm going to assume that the mistake was giving the spicy drink to Alma. Cherish Titty Hacker, she's a good friend. Your account was charged $8,000 as a payment for your electricity bill. Have a nice day. Jill's power didn't get cut. This gives her peace of mind and now she'll focus at work with no problem. Imagine if we hadn't gotten the bill paid in time. Like, Jill... like, Jill has that big heart-to-heart with Alma the next day. Boop, power's gone. Like, that would suck. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us for today's episode. Tune in tomorrow where we explore the adventures of Jill and company on Mega Christmas Eve. And you guys have a Merry Mega Christmas Eve yourselves, too. Until tomorrow, take care. Bye-bye!